aka Drunken Stream. A part 2.
I know that you know that I know things, and you're scared of those things that I know, but I don't lie, and I have nothing to hide.
I know some things, man.
I also know that I was on the phone this week with the FBI, and they know everything that's happening.
Well, since my tax dollars, well, maybe our tax dollars, paid their salary, I'm going to continue to make sure that society's manager over at the FBI knows everything.
And you're not going to bully my friend, and you're not going to harass her, and you're not going to intimidate me, and you're not going to come after me and say that I'm hurting you when I know that you're hurting my friend, who's your victim. And I love my friend to pieces, and I will never, ever, ever let you hurt her. And just because you're mad at her doesn't mean you get to come for me. And if you come for me, I'm going to the FBI, and I already have gone to the FBI. And if you believe this, I'm not going to let you hurt her. I never respond, but I'm so tired of it. You're not going to hurt her. She deserves peace. She deserves so much peace. She's the victim. And if you come for me because you know I'm her friend, you're coming for her. And you know when you're coming for her, you're trying to intimidate her through me. And you know that she's protected as the victim, which is why the FBI knows everything, which is why I was on the phone with them yesterday, which is why my attorney is meeting with them next week, which is why every single threat that you've sent is being given to the prosecutors next week. You thought you could fuck with me? I don't think so. You don't get to be under a federal indictment with a very strict bond bail condition that says you cannot threaten or intimidate a witness or victim directly or indirectly, and you know that I am that person's close friend, and you are intimidating and threatening me to get to that person. I never speak about this, and I'm not going to speak about it again. Leave her alone. All she wants to do is be left alone, and she wants you prosecuted.
Holy shit. I mean, he must have done something really bad for her to be coming at him like that with all those threats and everything she's made. I mean, he must really be screwing up his bond. Wait a minute. What's it? That's Todd's bond. Huh. There's nothing anywhere on here that says anything about witnesses, let alone intimidating witnesses, or indirectly intimidating witnesses, or friends of witnesses, or second cousins of their sheep. This is ridiculous. In fact, the only obligations it looks like he has is to show up for court, and then to show up to serve a sentence if sentenced. In fact, it's the United States suing him, so if there is a victim, that would be the United States. Which, yeah, leave it to Katie Joy to think of herself more important than the entire United States.
May 16th, you said that person was worth $5,000, that she was worth $5,000 to her friend.
On May 16th, you said that someone was worth $5,000, I think.
You're correct. Third-party harassment of a victim or a witness is not allowed, and the FBI is involved now.
Well, technically it's correct. It's correct for somebody somewhere. Just not for anyone here.
I've got the agent's name and email, and he's so nice.
I'm sure he doesn't at all regret doing that.
I would hate to have new charges added, but that's probably what's going to happen.
Yeah, because this case has nothing to do with Katie, or even Lindsay for that matter. It's a federal case for not paying taxes. Not really sure where new charges could come from unless there are new charges involving not paying taxes. Not sure who's a protected victim here other than the United States government. So, once again, someone trying to make it all about them.
It is what it is. Like, this person has not stopped talking about me for 6 months and has the audacity to say that I'm harassing them.
Yeah, for 6 months he hasn't been able to shut up about me. All just because for like 2 years before that, I mentioned him once or twice on my streams, but it was just a couple of times, and it was just to call him gay and to accuse him of parent alienation on behalf of his kids and, well, a few other things. But, like, the fact that he's not letting me say whatever I want is just proof that he has it out for Lindsay. He needs to stop talking about me and just let it go that I talk shit about him for a while. I mean, just fucking grow up.
One day, when all of this is over, I will tell you guys everything.
Yeah, when this is all over, but don't ask me what this is because I'm not sure. I'm not being sued at this time. I'm not a part of the federal investigation at all or the lawsuit. In fact, there's really no reason why I'm not talking about it now. In fact, you can tell how badly I want to talk about it by how much shit I'm making up on why I won't talk about it. So you can trust that I will definitely talk about it sometime in the future.
I promise.
I lie.
I will not tell you what anyone has told me. I will not violate my friend's trust. I will not violate our relationship. She means so much to me. I love her to pieces. She is such a good person.
History is in any inclination, then I'm going to treat her and her trust in me about as well as I treated James Charles, Janelle Eason, Bass, Unirock, Kyle, several dozen subscribers, and other content creators. And basically, I'm going to treat her as well as I treated everyone else, which means I'll be putting everything on blast before you know it.
If you guys think she's a beautiful human being, you're right. She is gorgeous, inside and out, everything about her. She's got a heart of gold. She's smart.
Well, she sounds lovely. In fact, it sounds like the Chrisleys make and raise some pretty amazing people.
She is a Republican, and I'm a Democrat, and we still are friends.
As if being a liberal these days is really any better. Yeah, because make no mistakes about it, you're a liberal. You're definitely not a progressive.
She's so intelligent. She's a rules follower. She's literally the most ethical person I've ever met in my entire life. She is like the kind of person that if you give her a task, she is following everything and she's dotting all of her I's and she's crossing all of her T's and she does not break rules ever.
Well, she's not the most ethical person. I mean, she's friends with me after all.
I'm not going to be silenced to stand up for my friend and say that I care about her and she doesn't deserve it.
I have the protected freedom of speech right to stand up for my friend and say she doesn't deserve it. You can't take my voice from me like this. I mean, suffrage happened for a reason. I must speak this. I must speak my truth. Vive la revolution.
I don't lie. I've never lied about this situation.
Keep it up, Kat. Your protesting's not going to get you anywhere. You're going to spend the rest of your days in this house.
Everything that I have said about this situation, there are affidavits, there are eyewitness statements. I mean, flat out,
Oh my God, Rodan.
this person wants to sue me over an active investigation that's happening with the FBI. To the extent that I have 3 reality stars.
Rodan.
You're not going anywhere. Not even Schrodinger could change that.
3 reality stars that will write affidavits for me. They will go on record for me. They will literally provide all the evidence to me. I've got multiple attorneys. I have eyewitnesses of what happened that will all go on record to say that this is what happened.
Okay, time out here for a second. Freaking cold in my house. Anyways, can anyone tell me what the hell she's talking about? Because, to my knowledge, the court case in which she's referring to, or the lawsuit, is the one against Todd Chrisley over his alleged failure to pay taxes. And the only reason why Lindsay was involved in that case, to my knowledge, was because she allegedly provided some information to an agent in Georgia. And I'm pretty sure, I want to say that part of the investigation or whatever was wrapped up already. And right now, this is just like the federal part or something. I don't know. It's something stemming from that, but not the same. I could be wrong, and I could be explaining this horribly. But what the hell is she talking about? What FBI investigation is going on, and for why? Why does she think that the FBI is at her beck and call on speed dial every time someone makes her butt hurt, that they're going to just drop what they're doing and investigate for Katie? What the fuck is she talking about? What reality stars are, what affidavits about what? For why? Who would ask them? What?
No, the cats are fine. They just had to be separated. Rodan gets really upset sometimes. The thing that I've learned is that, like, he cannot get to her, and so he wants to ruin everything that's connected to her. And he only cares about me because he can't get to her, and he thinks that I have information that could ruin him, and he's worried about that.
No, screw it. I'm just going to finish this as a commentary, I think. Did you hear what she just said, though? She said that she's saying that a reality show star, I believe millionaire even, a reality show star, though, for about a decade on a major cable network, USA, and I think another network maybe it was on, I don't know. Either way, major networks, for about 10 years, is coming for Katie because of someone she's friends with, and he needs to get to her, so he has to go through Katie. Oh, and the other reason why he's doing it is because he thinks Katie has information that could ruin him, and that worries him. Could you imagine the delusions of self-grandeur it must take to not only think this, but to believe it and then state it as fact? What?
There's a lot of shit that happens in my life.
How is that? Like, okay, she lives in like the most pumpkinest spice place in the entire country, okay? She does not work outside of the home. She doesn't really leave the home. Her husband doesn't work either. Their son doesn't even go to school outside of the home. Like, she never leaves her home. She says that she doesn't really have many friends. There's nothing happens in her life. Like, nothing. Like, food isn't even a big deal in their house because I guess since she doesn't have to cook for her son because, you know, unfortunately he's on a feeding tube, that she just doesn't make a big deal about food, or dinners, meals, whatever. So, I mean, nothing happens in her life. She just goes online and people talk shit about her online. But she's equating that to a lot of these like events happening in her life, but they're not. She's not living her life. She's just watching everyone else live theirs and commentating on theirs.
The FBI still has an open case. I literally talked to the FBI yesterday, so I know the agent that's looking at this, so I don't know what to tell you. Like,
what open case? About what? I mean, is she talking about like the investigation going on from the emails and everything from the Todd Westbrook's lawsuit? Because that had nothing to do with Todd. Todd didn't become involved in that ever. What the fuck is she talking about? Does she think that she started an investigation into him because he said he was going to sue her? I mean, Jesus Christ, man. What is she talking about? There's nothing going on. She's so full of shit. She is so full of shit. She's threatening Todd. That's what she's doing. She's making shit up. She's making up these doom and gloom scenarios if he dares to continue. And she's making it all up. How is it not intimidation?
I'm not going to be threatened anymore. And they literally know that you're trying to get a class action lawsuit against me, and that's also part of the threats. They literally know that that's what you're doing. They know what you're saying on your podcasts. They know everything.
Wait, hold up. You mean to tell me that FBI agents know about activity that's been stated publicly on large platforms time and again? Holy shit, you're right, man. They are some great freaking agents. Wow. They know all about the lawsuit that's been threatened on podcasts, on YouTube channels, on interviews, and print. I mean, so these agents can read, can they? I just want to point something out here real quick, okay? The fact that anyone can even make the threat of a class action defamation lawsuit, and they can make this threat, and those who hear this threat can think, oh shit, that just might happen. That should tell you that maybe you should learn to shut the fuck up once in a while.
Like, literally, the FBI knows everything. And I'm not lying.
Yeah, she's probably not lying. I mean, I'm sure that the FBI does watch TV, does listen to YouTube, does read social media. Therefore, they know it all. No hiding anything from them.
We're meeting with them next. I talked to Steven yesterday. He's a really nice guy. Steven's a great FBI agent.
I mean, yeah, he must be. I mean, he was able to listen to a podcast and hear them say something on it. They're going to make movies about him. Watch. I'm thinking Tom Hardy.
Steven knows what you're up to, and Steven doesn't like it.
Oh, I think Steven's a little bit more pissed off about what you're up to right now.
Steven said the prosecutor needs to find out about what you're doing.
Well, then Steven should just send him the link to the podcast.
Steven said that the prosecutor is probably going to be interested in what you're doing because it might be a violation of your bail.
Right, I thought it was bond, not bail. And according to the bond paperwork, the only responsibilities Todd has while out on bond is to show up for court when necessary and show up for sentencing should he be found guilty and then sentenced. That's it. Literally, that's all. Anyone can just send a link to the prosecutor. Okay? There, problem solved.
Steven was also concerned, allegedly, maybe about you filing a lawsuit because that could be considered a threat.
Okay, yeah, Steven, she is just straight up lying on your ass now. I mean, at this point, I think you could file a suit for defamation. Want to join a class action lawsuit?
Intimidation through indirect to a witness. But what would I know?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I've been silent for so long. I'm just so tired of this. And I have all the proof to back this up. I'm not worried about making false statements. I have the emails. I have a lawyer. I have all of it. I got Lindsay's lawyer. I got Robbie Hayes. I got Josh Murray. They all agree with me. And they've all agreed to cooperate. So I'm just so sick of you bullying her. People think that he's coming after me. He's not coming after me. Do you realize that? Like, all of you guys that are cheering him on, do you realize you're cheering him on to 10 more years in prison if he breaks his bail conditions for doing this? If you're cheering him on for this behavior, you're cheering him on because he's potentially tampering with a witness and a victim, and that's an additional charge that they can prosecute on him.
No, it's not, because you're not a victim or a witness, and you're the only one that he is going to file a lawsuit against, so he says. So you're the only one he's coming after, and it's because of shit that you said defaming him that he's doing this. It's not because of his daughter. And there is no victim. The only victim here is the United States. What are you talking about? Oh my God. The FBI is not investigating him because he doesn't get along with his daughter. These drunk streams are like kind of fun.
And he's not coming after me. He doesn't care about me. I'm not the one that started this. I'm not the one that put this out. Actually, TMZ broke the story. Dr. Phil put it out. Every other agent, like People, Entertainment Tonight, E! News, Radar Online, Us Magazine, In Touch, every outlet has talked about this. NBC.
How many of them are like claiming love and best friendship with his daughter? How many of them are pretty much telling whatever narrative the daughter once said, whether true or not, that's whatever? But how many of them are allowing his daughter to be in their ear, to say what it is she would like them to say. How many of them are claiming that he kept the kids away from their mother? How many of them are claiming that he abused the kids? How many of them are claiming that the stepmother abused Lindsay? How many of them are claiming that Todd is gay? That's why you're being singled out. Not because you reported it. You'd have to be a reporter first for that.
ABC, CBS, y'all, every outlet has talked about this. I'm not being weak. How am I being weak right now? The FBI is involved because he's under federal indictment and he's facing 30 years in prison. And his trial starts on May 16th and he's facing 30 years in prison. 30. And he believes that his daughter is a witness. He's said it repeatedly.
Well, according to court records from the Chrisleys v. Joshua Waits, she was a witness. In the screenshot here, you can see in the court records it is stated, without waiving the foregoing objections, defendant states that he does not recall every detail of each of his communications with Ms. Campbell, but recalls that she initiated contact with defendant offering to assist the GDOR. Defendant maintained limited communications with Ms. Campbell in an effort to obtain from her information regarding the Chrisleys' residency status, assets, and other information that might assist those in the GDOR. And in this screenshot, you see text messages involving Lindsay actually providing information to help them in their investigation against Todd.
He's coming after me indirectly because I'm friends with her. He has said on his podcast, I am her best friend. So he's trying to get to her through me because he can't talk to her. It is not dropped. No, she's sleeping, you guys. She had a really rough day. Lindsay's not going to say anything publicly. Like, she's just not. When you're out on bond and you have conditions that flat out say that you cannot intimidate people that are victims or witnesses indirectly or directly, and then you go after a friend, that's actually called indirect harassment. People that are cheering him on for going after me, what you're doing is cheering him on for going after her. He doesn't care about me. He wants her. He wants to hurt her. I'm not going to do a live with her. No, I don't talk about anything about her that's not public, and I'm not bringing her on for content.
Yeah, because having her on for content, well, that would be crass. But me sitting here talking about her for stream after stream the entire time, well, that's just good journalism between two best friends.
Tonight I'm angry and I'm frustrated and I'm just speaking my mind.
I might be a little bit drunk too.
No, Lindsay did not report him to anything. You guys can see in all of the indictment, Lindsay's name is not in there one time. Not once. Go read the documents. Go read the fucking court documents. Her name is not mentioned.
Oh, did I find the only one that did have her name on it and the only one that did support the claim that she did reach out to help with the investigation?
I'm so sick of people saying that snitches are the reason people get in trouble. No, the reason people get in trouble is because people break the law.
No, the reason why some people get in trouble is because some people don't have a choice but to break the law because the laws are freaking stupid. Now, don't get me wrong. If you know somebody's hurting someone, oh my God, yeah, you report that shit. You're not a snitch for that. You're a good fucking person. But if your neighbor's selling a little bit of weed or growing a little bit of weed or somebody fibs a little bit on how much they paid for a car to get out a little bit of taxes, especially when they're making like 30 grand a year, you turn them in, you're a dick.
I'm not being rude to my fans, Emily. I'm being passionate. I'm being angry. I'm being...
Hey, now it's time for member shoutouts. I'd like to thank
VBLCR, Busy Bee, I'm fucking Reagan, Openly Avoidant, Daddy Morgan, Sweet Home Amanda, The Dark Magician, Yellow Man is Not Drunk, Cindy D, Sassy Nas, Maria Santos, Straysky, Christina Elizabeth, Tennessee Velmon, Jamie Schaefer, Fabio Suzuki, Karen Collins, Berlin, Ruby Red Shoes, TJ from Alaska, Hollyana from Kalamazoo, Shyla, Place and Rain, Sassy Elmo, D. Connor, Haiti Joyless, Asbel, Kim in Darkness, Megan Broussard, Molly, Diane Harlow, T. King, Selena Colstead, One Warped Angel, Rose, TB, Austin James, Michelle G, TB, Cheryl, Pretend Fashionista, Crystal, Totally Clueless, Sally Godfrey, Paula Dupree, The Missing Poster, Lola W, Captain T, Sue Elliott, Rena Rue, Sunny D, Grace Case, Berber, Bo Roundtree, Danny Marie, Clarice Bear, Jamie Couchard, Joey's mom, Annette Carlson, Police Wife Life, Angel Cake, JCN, Kimberly Roddy Mom, Atticus Finch, T. Adams, Sky Vision, Leah, Jeanette Stevens, Gentry Art, Jen Gerard, Poodlerific, and Yoo-Hoo Shoo Shoo.
Thank you very much for joining, and thank you everyone for watching.